I welcome you all to our hydraulic classes. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about specific energy, hydraulic jump, gradually varying flow, pumps and turbine. Let's see the specific energy. So specific energy is a combination of three energy. That means potential energy, kinetic energy and pressure energy. The total energy flowing a fluid E equal to Z plus H plus V square divided by 2G, where Z equal to height of bottom of the channel above the datum. If the channel bottom is taken as a datum, therefore Z equal to 0. So automatically the specific energy equation Es equal to H plus V square divided by 2G, which is called specific energy. And we know the formula for discharge Q equal to AV, and also we know discharge per unit width of small q should be equal to capital Q divided by B should be a constant. Substitute the value in energy equation formula, you get modified equations to plot the specific energy curve. Es equal to H plus Q square divided by 2G H square. This is the modified equation to plot the specific energy curve. Let's see hydraulic jump. So consider as an any liquid retaining structures like reservoir or dam, something like that. This is the reservoir. Consider as a reservoir. The outlet should be closed with sluice gate. When opening to the sluice gate, the water comes under flow to the bottom of the sluice gate. This is the subcritical flow when the water is stable or before releasing the sluice gate. When opening the sluice gate, the flow of water flowing under sluice gate comes to subcritical flow, comes to critical flow, critical to subcritical flow. Here will be the supercritical flow. That supercritical flow again jump back into subcritical. The flow under sluice gate accelerated from the subcritical to critical and supercritical, and then jump back to the subcritical. Here we will see some rises there. This rise is known as hydraulic jump. Let's see the definition of hydraulic jump. Hydraulic jump is defined as the rise of water level which take place due to transformation of unstable shooting flow to stable steaming flow. That means supercritical to subcritical is known as hydraulic jump. When hydraulic jump occur, the loss of energy due to eddy formation and turbulent flow occur. Consider this is the figure. We know here will be the supercritical flow, and this zone will be a subcritical flow. In between supercritical and subcritical, we have hydraulic jump. Some rises there, that rise is called hydraulic jump. If you want to calculate the hydraulic jump, we want to know d1 distance and d2 distance. The most typical case for the locations of hydraulic jumps are below control structures like weir, sluice are used in the channel. When any obstructs is found in the channel, when a sharp changes in the channel slope take place, all the two of spillway dam. Let's see the formula for calculating D2 in terms of Q. It should be equal to minus of D1 divided by 2 plus root of D1 square divided by 4 plus 2Q square G D1. Again, this formula we written as in terms of V1 and Fe. Fe is a Froude number. We can also divide subcritical flow and supercritical flow in terms of Froude number. If the Froude number is greater than 1 is known as supercritical flow, is less than 1 is known as subcritical flow. It should be Froude number equal to 0 is known as critical flow. And we saw already some losses in the hydraulic jump, the loss of energy due to eddy formations. Therefore, head loss should be equal to V1 minus V2 should be equal to D2 minus D1 power cube divided by 4 D1 D2. The length of hydraulic jump should be 5 to 7 times of D2 minus D1. Therefore, the hydraulic jump is D2 minus D1. These are the some working problem based on hydraulic jump. We need to whether the hydraulic jump will occur or not. This is the gate questions. Kindly try to solve this problem. Next, we see about gradually varying flow.